finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need.
Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
About my style.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
Yeah.
Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now life tastes so sweet.
Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
About my style.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now.
Gotta stay in the now.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need.
Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
About my style.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
Yeah.
Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can be. Surrender myself and now life tastes so sweet.
Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now.
About my style.
Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now.
Gotta stay in the now.
Good evening, warriors. Good evening, community. It is Coach Ruth, and welcome to I Am Ruth Ward, where we are warriors because when we fight, we win. And I want to know, like, have you guys had any wins in your life? I know a lot of times we look at our losses and we count those. Or I lost this, that this bad thing happened, or that bad thing happened. But what about your wins? And I know you ladies are out there fighting, and I know you are winning. So put something in the comment section and let me know your wins. And also, while you're here, if this is your first time, make sure if you're on Facebook, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream. We're growing our community. And I know there are people out there that need what we have and who we are. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. I'm growing my subscribers. And so make sure you do that, and then hit that thumbs up button, and then also hit the notification button. So anytime I am on, you will be notified. And I know I haven't been on here for 2 weeks. It's crazy because let me see, last week I was in St. Louis because my son and I had just gotten there. We were vending all week at the Church of God in Christ, their women's international convention that was in St. Louis. And so we were having to set up. So it was just a lot going on. So I wasn't able to come on last week. And then the week before, I was trying to think what it was, what happened, but it was our church anniversary. And so it was just another long day. We were with the speaker and taking him out to dinner and all those things. And so it was just a lot. So I was just like, I just needed to take a load off. So thank you guys for being patient and waiting for me and being back on here today. Love you all to life. I have missed you. Again, if there's anything wonderful that's going on in your life, something that happened, I want to celebrate that with you. Put that in the comment section and say, look, this is what happened, or I got the job, or I lost 2 pounds, or whatever it might be. Somebody gave me a hug, or I smiled at somebody. Whatever it is, put it in the comment section and let me know what it is. Hello, Harriet. So glad to have you on here. Hello, Pastor Harris. Cheryl, how are you? Phyllis, Elizabeth, what's going on? Peace, 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 peace. Am I doing that right? Peace. I'm not doing that right. Peace. There we go. Peace. Hello, Simone. Hello, Auntie Helen. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Okay, listen. I'm not going to be on here real long. And I know I say that every week, right? I'm still trying to keep it into 15 minutes. I really, really am. But I do want to show you all something. For those of you who know Marquita, and y'all know she's like the I don't even know what to call her. Like the woman that can do like everything, that can make anything. And so she made this t-shirt. Wait a minute, let me get to the main screen so y'all can see it really good. Okay, so she made this t-shirt. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but it has, wait a minute. No, I'm turning the wrong way. There we go, because I'm working the opposite. Shoot. I'm trying to show it to you. Okay, but it has the crown. Dang it. I don't want to cuss. I'm not going to cuss. Okay, so it has the fire, and then it says, when we fight, we win. Loving God, serving people, warriors, women of noble character. I'm sorry. I'm doing a horrible job trying to show this to you. I can't get it the way that I'm trying to get it to you. That's about as best as I can get it without moving all the way. Okay, so I love it. And I'm not going to cuss. I wanted to. But anyway, I want to get this t-shirt. I love it. So if it's something that you might want, put it in the comment section and say, hey, I want one too. And then I'll have her make some. I don't know about prices or anything like that, but we'll make that happen. And who knows? Maybe if you're a woman that's coming to the retreat, maybe we might have one for you. I don't know. We might just have to see that, right? So yeah. So it does look good. I ain't gonna cut. I promise I. Hey, Minister Phyllis, Keelan, Timberland, hello. Yes, shirt, it looks really, really good. So maybe if I just did it like this. I can't get it right. Okay. Yeah, that's good right there. When we fight, we win. Loving God, serving people, warriors, women of noble character. So we are going to get these shirts. So I'll have to what do y'all think would be another good color? Because we don't have a color. So what would be a good color for us? Red? Because we fight. Red, blood, no. Purple, royalty. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Look, they want a shirt. I know. I want one so bad. So let me know, what kind of color do y'all think that we should get? What should be our color? Yellow, gold, purple, pink? I don't know. All right. I need somebody to write down all the different sizes. I know. And Marquita's normally on here, but I don't know if she's on here right now. I didn't see. But Marquita, if you're on here, type something and say I'm on here so that we can know. Okay. All right. Hello, Mary House. How are you? Okay. So listen, like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. But last week, many of you know, I was, like I just said earlier, I was in St. Louis and I was vending at the Church of God in Christ, their Women's International Convention. I had my pillowcases and Matt had his shower steamers and met a lot of wonderful people. Once again, I don't know red. I know, yeah, red is kind of burnt orange. I need somebody to write down all these sizes. If somebody could do that for me. And then if you have my my phone number, text it to me so I can get these sizes. I need to know that. Okay. So anyway, met a lot of wonderful, wonderful people. And I always like to say, my God, those are some praying women, because I probably, and I'm not exaggerating, I probably had about 9 or 10 different women who bought something, but then at the end of it was like, I want to pray for you and your business and you and your son's business, and that God will prosper you. And, and you have all the sales and just, and so, me, I'm just like, sure, pray, please. So like right there in the midst of all these people walking past, these women were praying for my business. And that was such a blessing for them to be able to do that. It really, really was. And then I even had some women that were like, look, I'm only in here for your pillowcases and your son's stuff. And after I buy this, I'm going out. Like, I ain't buying nothing else. I'm just here for y'all. And again, just wonderful. But going back to when I talked about a few weeks ago that nothing just happens. One of the things that my husband and we have been talking about is how we need to eat better. And, I need to lose a little pounds around my stomach and get back in better shape. I know I'm not in my best shape because when I did that last race a few Saturdays ago, I thought and I'm not even exaggerating, I thought I was going to die because it was a half marathon, but it was just nothing but hills. I mean, when I say hills, I mean nothing but hills. It was down in, Lexington, and it was at a different place. And in Lexington, it was at a winery. And it was just, I mean, within the first mile, I was like, I'm going to really have a hard time. And there was at some point I was texting Michael and I was like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I'm just going to have to walk this. Like, I'm just not going to make it. And he was like, you're a ward. Like, you can do this. So he's sending me the cheers and stuff. And I knew I had a time thing because they were like, you have to have a 14-minute mile. Mine is normally like 11, but they were like, you have to have at least a 14. I knew with all those hills and the way I was moving, I knew I was well above 14 minutes. And I was like, I'm not going to finish this. And there were even some points, and this may be what I even need to talk about, but there were some points in that race where I had to stop. And because it was just so hilly. And there were people that would kind of stop because I was stopped. And I was just, I cannot go any further. Like, I'm just going to have the little van thing is going to have to come pick me up. And I was really upset because if you don't finish, you don't get the medal. I don't care if you've done 12 miles. If you don't finish it, you don't get the medal, right? And they were like, are you okay? And I was like, it's just these hills. It's just so much. And I knew, again, I had not prepared properly for that race because I had not even run any since I did the Kentucky Derby half marathon. And that had been like 3 weeks prior. I hadn't run any. And so I really had no business out there, but I had paid my money, and it's not cheap to do them races. And I was like, and then I know they have really good medals. So I was like, I'm going to go out here and do it anyway. And then at one point when I stopped again, yes, I did need to regroup. And then when I stopped again at one point, because they had people, I think because they knew, and pretty much everybody was like almost walking. There was hardly nobody that was running. It was just that hard of a race. And so they had people on bikes, and then they would have the police that would come through on their little motorcycles and stuff, but they had people on bicycles. And one time when I had stopped, and a guy came on a bicycle and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I said, I'm fine. I said, it's just, it's just hard. And he was like, have you ever run, a half marathon before? And I was like, yeah, I've done, 40 races, I said, but I told him, but I'm just not prepared for this race. And he was like, okay. And then he must have just seen how I was really struggling. So he even rode, he was like half riding his bike, half kind of walking with it, with me, because he saw how I was struggling. So, but I guess it's a life lesson for all of us that sometimes when we start things, maybe we aren't prepared, and maybe we haven't. There's a couple lessons. Maybe sometimes we struggle so because we aren't prepared and we haven't done the work that we need to do in order to be successful. And in those cases, we can't blame it on anybody but ourselves. Could I fully blame it on those hills? I kind of could, because it was a really, really hard, and when I mean steep hills. And even at the end of the race, when I could see the finish line, and another lady came up behind me, and I don't know, she turned to me and she goes, what the bleep? UCK. She was like, what the? She was like, why was everything uphill? And I go, I know, right? So I know it wasn't just me, But sometimes in life, guys, sometimes things are harder because we don't prepare ourselves for it. So we have to do, so whatever those desires that we're wanting to do, sometimes we need to prepare ourselves better for the task that we're wanting to do so that we don't struggle as much, right? So if there is a business that you're wanting to start, are you researching how to start a business? Talking to people who have started a business from scratch, watching YouTube videos on people who started from scratch, going and talking to the Small Business Association, finding out how much things are going to cost before you get into it, before you just jump into the ocean and start a business and get out there and you're struggling. Whatever it might be, you might say, oh, I want to go back to school. But have you researched how much it's going to cost? Does your job pay for some of it? Do you have to pay all of it up front? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Or if you say, like I was just saying, that Michael and I were talking about being more committed to eating healthy. And exercising more because he's getting a little fat belly there, right? And what we need to do. But before I start saying that, I have to research, okay, if I'm going to eat healthy, what do I need to have in my house? What do I need to throw out? Do I need to get rid of all them chips and cookies and stuff I got in there so that when, I'm looking for something to snack on, I don't have that? Or am I just trying to jump out there and then I'm not successful because I haven't fully prepared and talking with people who have done it. And so anyway, yeah, so we need to prepare better for those things that we're wanting to do in our life. Now, the other tidbit is that, yes, I finished the race and it was sheer, wait a minute, the race is not given to the swift, but the ones across the finish line. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. But listen, guys, but it was nothing. And I even text Michael and I even told him while I was in that race. And I said, Michael, I said, I am working on nothing but sheer will to get across this finish line. And he was like, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And sometimes in life, ladies, you have to push. You got to push. You have to give it your all. Like I said, I feel like at some points I couldn't even feel it was almost like I couldn't even feel my legs. And I was like, I got to find something to just lean on because and sometimes in that race, who said it? You do have to just stop, Phyllis Wilson. You do got to stop and regroup. And I had to catch my breath. And I had to say, and I had to talk to myself and say, Ruth Ward, you can do this. You are going to do this. And I am no different than you. That there's some things in your life that you just got to say, you know what? I am pushing through. I don't care how much it hurts. I don't care if I got to crawl across this finish line. I'm going to do it. Because you know what? Here's the thing. Yes, I finally finished, and it wasn't too much long after I finished that little van or whatever came through that was timing everybody. But guess what? The person that finished first, they got the same medal as me. They didn't get no different medal. We got the same medal. Yeah, they may have come in an hour before I did, but they got the same medal. Same thing with you in life. You're pushing, and don't compare yourself to other people because we compare ourselves and say, well, they way ahead of me. And they may be. But at the end of it, they're probably going to get the same thing that you got. But don't worry about them as long as you finish. So what is that thing? Yes, it was God's favorite. I finished. So what is that thing in your life that you feel like, oh my God, I really want to do this, but it is so hard? Don't quit, guys. I talked to somebody recently who was in college. And first they had gotten their associate's degree. And they were like, oh, I'm just going to stop with this. Why? You want to get your bachelor's degree. Continue on. Now they're working on their bachelor's. And they were like, oh, I feel like I want to quit. For what? Keep going. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you got to be studying when you'd rather be watching TV or doing something else. But you can be whatever age you are with a degree or whatever age you are without a degree. I'm knocking some. I'm up here talking with my hands. The choice is yours. What is that thing that you just need to push through, guys? There is something with everybody. Hello, Deaconess Easley. Yes. Yes. Get you some, get you some carrots, some nuts. I don't know. What's another good snacking thing? Because sometimes when you just want that crunch. So carrots are good for that. But listen, guys, what is that thing? Don't quit. I know it's hard. I know it is. Just like with my business and with us being in St. Louis. And there were some points because when those women were coming in there, they're looking for hats, the blingier the better, dresses, the blingier the better, necklaces, the blingier the better. They were not looking for a pillowcase, and they certainly were not looking for shower steamers. And on that Friday morning, I had told Matt, I was like, Matt, I'm tired. Like, we just need to maybe we just need to pack up and go home. I told him. I was like, maybe we just need to pack up and go home. Because these women, they are not looking for, and you trying to stop people, and they be like, oh, it's really nice. That's a beautiful pillowcase. But they ain't buying nothing. Y'all know what I want to say. They ain't buying nothing. And Matt was looking at me like I'm crazy. But right after that, that's when I had people coming up and saying, I've been looking for you. I'm so glad you're here. And I need to buy. And they were buying and buying and buying and buying. And Matt turned to me and he goes, see, we didn't need to leave. We needed to stay. Isn't that terrible that Matt had to console me and get me straight. Because he was like, see, because even when I was saying it, he was like, are you retarded? Like, why we leave? Why are you going to leave? And we stayed. And right after that, and I know that was a God thing. Because another thing, because sometimes when you're wanting to quit, God will send something right on time to let you know not to quit. So maybe that might be me telling you tonight, whatever that thing is, guys, don't quit. Keep at it because you can get it done. You can get it done. And God also there were two people there that there was one lady. She was an older lady. She had a booth and she had this healthy booth. So I had a chance to talk to her and got some healthy things from her. And then there was another young lady that her grandmother had a booth. They were selling some other stuff. But she just happened to come through my booth, just, walking around, and she does healthy living. And we had a wonderful conversation. And so that just like dropped in my lap because, I'm talking about eating healthy, and she was giving me all kind of pointers on what to do, what not to do. just a random person that stopped at my booth out of all those hundreds of people that were in there. So God will send you what you need. He'll send word. He will send confirmation. Hopefully tonight was a confirmation. I didn't even get into what I was going to talk about. And I'm sorry, it's 6:25. But God will send you confirmation. He will send you confirmation. And today, my confirmation, your confirmation is don't quit. Don't quit. Okay? If you got to crawl, don't quit. If you have to stop for a minute, catch your breath, don't quit, guys. Okay? Let me see. I'm trying to see what y'all got on here. Hey, Monica, you did so great today. I'm so proud of you. I love it. That's my girl. I love you. Yes. Okay, I'm looking at y'all. See, I should be doing homework, but I'm looking at Coach Ruth. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to get off so you can go do some homework. But I love you, ladies. Y'all know I love y'all to life. Okay, I do. And if you are coming to the retreat, that's a whole nother thing. I'm so excited. Expect some more emails. And we're going to be doing the darn thing. And man, we are going to kill it. It's going to be a life-changing event. Okay. But I'm going to get off of here because I got some people upstairs as always in my house. All right. But I love y'all. I do. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, I believe in your action. And the action is don't quit. Don't quit. And because I'm going to do better, y'all, because I got some other stories to tell you about some things that personally, health-wise, that was going on that I hadn't said nothing to nobody about. But God is good. And yeah, we fighting together. And love y'all. Your action is don't quit. Keep going. Don't stop. Just use me as an example. Okay. I finished it and it was hard, but I finished it. Okay. So I know I'm retreat ready. Me too. Me too. All right, guys. Unsalted almonds. She said, eat that. Okay. That's good. That's a good snack. I love that too. All right, guys. I am getting off of, I got to get to where I'm supposed to be. I'm getting off of here. I love y'all. Love you. Believe in you. Believe in your dreams. But most importantly, y'all know I believe in your action. Y'all have a peaceful week and be blessed. Share this stream with somebody. Okay. Bye-bye.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need.
Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile and